After playing with the Edgar Hayes and Teddy Hill orchestras, Gillespie's professional career began with the Frank Fairfax Orchestra in 1935, essentially replacing Roy Eldridge's position as trumpet. During these years, Gillespie began experimenting and creating his own style of music, which led him to be noticed by Mario Bauza, who introduced him to the Cab Calloway Orchestra. Later in 1939, Gillespie joined Cab Calloway's band and recorded one of his first compositions, Pickin' the Cabbage. This piece was regarded by some jazz experts as Gillespie's first attempt to incorporate Latin influence to his music. Gillespie met dancer Lorraine Willis while playing at the Apollo Theater, and they married on May 9, 1940. Gillespie was notorious for causing mischief both on and off stage. After an incident in 1941 when he was accused of throwing spitballs and also for hurting Calloway, the band's leader, Gillespie was fired. From 1941 to 1943, Gillespie worked with fellow musicians Charlie Parker, Ella Fitzgerald, Duke Ellington, Benny Carter, among many others. He was advised to give up playing and stick to composing and arranging full-time. However, Dizzy refused to give up his trumpet and continued to try out his new ideas. Eventually, the orchestra he formed was the first to explore early bebop. He had mastered his own style and had even composed his most famous piece, A Night in Tunisia. Gillespie's breakthrough was in 1945. Along with Charlie Parker, he recorded some hits, such as Salt Peanuts and Groovin' High, which confused the current jazz fans who had never heard Gillespie's style of music before. It would take some time for this newly worked hit to become a mainstream style, but Gillespie had made a name for himself.